Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
And every Saturday we gather with a group of writers and we generate some written material and we do it in 10 minutes and we work for an hour to accomplish that goal. So we're going to work with less time today on this YouTube video, but we will accomplish the same thing that we do on Saturday morning.
So the way we do it is we offer a writing prompt. It's usually an image. Sometimes it's a video or an audio file, but it's an image this week. And we put the image up on the screen for our group. And for 2 minutes, while everyone generates a list of words, whatever words pop into their minds, don't have to have anything to do with the image, don't have to have anything to do with one another, just a list of words.
So guess what? You probably already have guessed. We're going to show you that image now, and we would like for you to spend 2 minutes generating a list of words. So here's your image.
After everyone has generated their list of words, we go around the Zoom room and ask everyone to contribute one word or short phrase to a community list. And that way we all have a number of other imaginations to inspire us when we come to the writing part.
So what we would like to do now is give you the list that we created this morning on the Zoom call. So you will have our community list as well as your personal list. So Allegra will now read the community list for you.
And you can write these words down now if you like. There is definitely benefit in that, but we'll also put them up again on the screen during the 10 minutes. So here's the list. Saving Lahaina, straw hat, this balancing act, forest apothecary, the flying gardener, made me laugh. Joyous hunter-gatherer, imprisoned forest, down the rabbit hole, aerial botanicals, corked carbon. Those boots were made for walking. Water-wise, a forest in a glass, hummingbird in a jar, bonsai Avalon, free-falling, carried away, precious cargo, cliffhanger, nascent, off to another world, beyond the beyond, exquisite lighting, posthumous, fade to green, green god, botany man, hold the ark for me, trees for dinner, message in a bottle, hanging suspended, jumpsuit, I smell money. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I love the way that last little bit fell, and it's a good piece of advice. Don't worry when you write. You just let yourself flow however you want. And you noticed when Allegra read the list, any one of those images would work as a prompt. If you put a whole bunch of them together, you get all kinds of surprises. So what we would like for you to do now is take 10 minutes, and we'll time you, and generate something.
Anything. Whatever your imagination wants to do, long or short, fast or slow, coherent or incoherent, it's fine. The idea is simply, as Nave said, don't worry. Just start somewhere and see what happens. You can use lots of the words from both the lists, or maybe just start with one and not go back to the lists at all if that word prompts your imagination off into some other place. So the goal of this really is just play. It's, it doesn't have to be anything at all except something that you have put onto a page in 10 minutes, and you will, after the 10 minutes, you'll have something that didn't exist before.
And that's absolutely amazing to think that 10 minutes from now, you will have a brand new piece of writing. So, how about it? Let's just start with your 10 minutes, which begins right now. So now you have something that didn't exist 10 minutes ago. Here's what we do on Saturday morning. After we generate our work, we go into groups and read the work aloud. So we would like for you to do that now. If you happen to have somebody in the room and you feel comfortable, ask them to listen. Or if you're by yourself, just read it aloud. Let your voice join in this collaborative process of making this work happen.
So put us on pause while you do that. Reading what you write aloud is a wonderful practice for retraining your inner critic into your inner coach and becoming comfortable with your voice and removing writer's block and all the tension involved with sitting down to write something. Um, so it's a good practice. Stick with it. It's also a great editing tool. And another great practice is to post your work for other people to read. We have a platform called Circle, which is free to join. Just go to the community page of our website and click prompt of the week, and it will take you to the circle. You will see this prompt on there, and you can just click comment and post what you wrote, and you can read what other people wrote and appreciate the gems in what they wrote, and they can read what you wrote and appreciate the gems in yours.
So if you would like to know how to get to that link, here's how. Imaginativestorm.com is where you can go to find the link to the Circle community, as well as all the other offerings we have, our books, our courses, our blog,
And our
videos.
memoir
Ah,
workshops,
yes.
which we have live on Zoom and live in person memoir workshops covering all various aspects that that you will encounter as you write a memoir, because of course writing a memoir is writing a story just like anything else, and it involves character and location and tone and setting and the natural world and the built world and what was there and what wasn't there and what you remember and what you don't remember. So do check those out. And before we finish, I have to credit the image. Don't want to forget that.
Okay.
The image is by an artist named Ethan Murrow, and he is the professor of art at Tufts University in Boston, who's also, I believe this is correct, artist in residence at the Cahoon Museum of American Art in Massachusetts. And this drawing was part of an installation he did called The Greenhouse. You can
So,
see him, by the way, he's at Murrow Ethan. I'll put that in the text on Instagram.
so you have plenty of stories to tell. We're glad you told one of them in 10 minutes. We appreciate it. We hope you come back again very soon and just do it all over.
Thank you. Goodbye.